Next is the power. How is the active power, reactive power and the apparent power is taken by the three-phase star-connected balance load. As we know, the power taken by each phase, that is each impedance, is given as VPH into IPH cos phi s, that is phase voltage, phase current into cos of phi. And so total power taken by the three-phase impedances, three-phase balance connected star load, that will be given, that is active power is equal to 3 times of the VPH IPH cos phi. As we know the relations of the line voltage and the phase voltage and line current and the phase currents in case of the star and the delta. You can take, if the star, if you consider the star, in that case you will get the phase voltage is VL by root 3. If you take the delta, in that case this IPH is equal to IL upon root 3. So here the total active power drawn by the load is given by root 3 VL IL into cos phi watts, whereas the reactive power drawn by this three-phase star-connected balance load will be given root 3 VL IL sin phi VAR. VAR is nothing but the reactive volt ampere is the unit of this reactive power, whereas this apparent power will be given as S is equal to root 3 into VL into IL volt ampere is the unit of this apparent power. Okay, so we have already seen the relation of line voltage and phase voltage, line current and the phase current for the star connected balanced load. Similarly, here we'll derive the relation of the line voltage and phase voltage and line current and phase current for the balanced star delta connected balanced load. So here the load is balanced and that is connected in the delta configuration, delta connections. So here ZPH1, that is impedance 1, impedance 2 and impedance 3, that is phase impedances, 3 phase impedances are connected in the delta configurations. RYB is the supply which is connected to this delta connected balanced load. So we have seen from this figure, this is the VRY, VYB and VBR is nothing but the line voltage which is supplied to the balance connected balance load which is connected in the delta configurations. Similarly, this IR, IY and IB is nothing but the current which is flowing in the line. That's what is called as the line current. So here similarly, here we'll find that the current which is flowing in the phase of the impedance 1, 2 and 3 is called as the phase current. So here in the impedance 1 is the IRY is the phase current which is flowing from R to Y. Similarly, here in the phase 2 we'll find that IYB is the phase current which is flowing in the impedance 2 and the IBR is the current which is flowing in the impedance 3. So all these are called as the phase current IPH, and across the impedance 1, 2 and 3 the voltage is the same as the line voltage. So here we can see across the impedance 1 which is connected across the R and Y. So same voltage which is appear across this line, the same voltage is appear across the impedance 1. That's why here the line voltage and the phase voltage is same. So we can see here across the impedance 1 the voltage VRY is appear, across the impedance 2 the voltage VYB, and across the impedance 3 it is the voltage VBR. So here we can see that the line voltage and the phase voltage is same in case of the delta connections, delta configurations. So here we proved that the line voltage and the phase voltage are same in case of the delta configuration. Whereas in the star configuration we have seen the relation of this line voltage and phase voltage is exactly reverse, that is VL upon VPH is equal to root 3 for star configuration. So here to derive the relation for the line current and the phase current. In the star configuration we have derived the relation for the line voltage and the phase voltage. So here in the delta configuration we need to derive the relations of the line current and the phase current, because here the line voltage and the phase voltage is same. So from this figure we can see that if you apply the KCL at this node R, so we'll find incoming current is equal to outgoing current. So here this IR plus IBR is equal to IRY. So here at this node you will find these three currents, two phase currents and one line current is there. So IR plus IBR, so both are incoming current to this node R, and IRY is the outgoing current from this R. So this is the incoming current is equal to outgoing current. So we'll see here the IR, the phasor IR is equal to IRY plus minus IBR. So this minus indicates it is the reverse of the phase current BR. Similarly, IY and IB, we can get the IY and IB is equal to IYB plus minus IRY, and IB is equal to IBR plus minus IYB. So we need to draw the phasor diagram to show these relations, that is the line voltage, line current and the phase current. So again, to draw this phasor diagram, we'll consider the IRY as a reference current, that is the phase current. IRY is the reference current, and here this phasor will be rotated in the anti-clockwise direction. That means again here the phase sequence is RYB, and the reference phasor is here the current IRY. So here IRY, then IYB and IBR. So IYB is lagging behind the IRY by angle 120 degree. Similarly, this IBR is lagging behind the phase current IYB by the 120 degree, and this IBR is you can say the leading with the phase current IRY by 120 degree. So as we have already draw this phasor diagram for the line voltage and the phase voltage in case of the star connected load. So instead of the voltage, here we need to draw the phasor diagram for the currents. So from this phasor diagram, once we have this, so here this current IR, that we know this IR, the line current IR is equals to IRY plus minus IBR. So similarly, this is the IRY, and the reverse of this IBR is nothing but minus IBR. So we'll get the vector sum of this IRY and IBR is nothing but the line current IR. So line current IR is nothing but the vector sum of this IRY and minus IBR. So similarly for the line values which we have drawn in the star configurations. So from this triangle IAB, similar to that, here we'll draw the perpendicular on the line current IR. Okay. So from this triangle, again this angle, this AOB will become the 30 degree. So from this triangle AOB, we'll have this relation cos of 30 is equal to OB upon OA. So this is the cos of 30, which is equals to OB upon OA. So this is the cos 30 is root 3, OB is nothing but the IR, which is nothing but the line current by 2 upon the IRY is nothing but the phase current. So we can see here the relation root 3 is equal to IL by 2 upon IPH. From this we can see here IL upon IPH, sorry, it is root 3 by 2, it is root 3 by 2. So cos of 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. So here we will get the relation cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. This is IR by 2 and this is IRY. So it is root 3 by 2, IL by 2 upon IPH. So value of this line current upon phase current is equal to nothing but root 3. So here we have proved that the value of line current is equal to root 3 times of phase current in case of the delta connected load. Similarly, the power which we have shown in the case of the star connected load, similarly in the delta connected load also the power is given that active power P is equal to root 3 times VL IL cos of phi, whereas reactive power is given root 3 VL IL sin phi, and the apparent power is also given as root 3 VL into IL, same as in case of the star configuration or star connected load.